Have you ever walked into someone's home and wondered, how do they keep it so spotless, even after all these years? What if I told you that it's not magic, but simple daily habits that make all the difference? In today's video, I'm going to reveal 8 easy practices that seniors with clean homes swear by. Habits that you can start today to transform your living space. You might be surprised by how easy these tips are, but let me tell you, they make a world of difference. From preventing clutter to keeping surfaces spotless, these habits will not only make your home feel fresher and more inviting, but they'll also boost your sense of accomplishment and peace of mind. By the end of this video, you'll have practical, simple habits to add to your routine that will make your home feel clean and organized without all the stress and overwhelm. And trust me, you don't want to miss number 8. It's a game changer for setting the tone of your entire day. So stay with me until the end and find out how small daily changes can create a big impact on the cleanliness and calmness of your home. Let's get started. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. They tidy as they go. Let me ask you a simple, yet powerful question. Have you ever stepped into someone's home and immediately felt a sense of calm, like everything was just right? The surfaces were spotless, there was no clutter suffocating the space, and everything seemed to have its rightful place. I bet you thought to yourself, how do they do it? How is everything so perfectly organized? Well, let me share with you their secret. Something that, honestly, could transform your entire routine. They tidy as they go. It may sound too simple to be life-changing, but trust me, it's an incredibly effective habit. By doing a little bit of tidying here and there throughout the day, you save yourself an enormous amount of stress and work down the line. Picture this. You've just finished your morning coffee, and instead of leaving your mug on the counter, you take a mere 10 seconds to rinse it and place it directly in the dishwasher. That tiny action, just 10 seconds, sets a productive tone for the entire rest of your day. It's a small change that makes a big difference. Tidy people don't let things pile up on them. They deal with items in real time. They hang up jackets the moment they walk in the door, put their shoes away right after taking them off, and don't leave blankets sprawled on the couch after a cozy nap. Instead, they fold them neatly and tuck them away. Each little task, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is handled as soon as it arises. And you know what happens when you do this? You prevent the sneaky buildup of clutter that can steal away your peace of mind. It's a quiet, invisible battle against chaos, but it's so worth it. Here's something I've personally made a habit of every night before I head to bed. I spend just 5 minutes. Yes, just 5 minutes, resetting my living area. I put away the books I've left lying around, fold up my throw blanket, and fluff the cushions on the couch. It may seem small, but waking up to a tidy, organized space feels like a fresh start. It's like the world is telling you, today is a new day, full of possibilities. And the best part? Takes almost no effort at all, but it changes everything. I want to encourage you to try it tonight. Just 5 minutes of resetting your space before bed. And when you wake up tomorrow, you'll see what a huge difference it makes. It's one of those simple yet incredibly effective habits that, once you adopt, you'll never want to let go of. Your future self will thank you. 2. They wipe surfaces daily. Wiping surfaces daily is something that may seem like a simple task, but it truly is a game changer when it comes to maintaining a clean and inviting home. If you want your space to consistently feel fresh, organized, and comfortable, this is one of the most effective habits to adopt. You might not think it's that big of a deal at first, but it does make all the difference in the world. Think about all the areas you touch every day. Kitchen counters, bathroom sinks, your dining table, and how quickly they start accumulating crumbs, water spots, spills, fingerprints, and dust. It happens so fast, almost without us noticing. But if you don't take the time to wipe them down regularly, those little messes start to pile up, and before you know it, they feel insurmountable. It can become overwhelming, and it's so easy to let things slip and think, "I'll clean that later." But that's where the magic of daily wiping comes in. Take the kitchen, for instance. After cooking a meal, it's so easy to just walk away and leave the counters looking like a disaster zone. Yet, taking just a few seconds to grab a cloth or sponge and quickly wipe down your surfaces can completely transform how the space feels. The same goes for the bathroom. How often do we brush our teeth and leave toothpaste splatters or water droplets behind? A quick wipe of the sink or countertop afterward makes all the difference in keeping it looking spotless. It's a small effort that leads to a much more polished environment. The beauty of this habit is that it doesn't require much time at all. Just a few minutes each day can keep your home looking neat and well-maintained. The key is consistency. Once you start this routine, you'll notice a huge shift in how your home feels. It's like the difference between a house that feels cluttered and chaotic and one that feels calm, clean, and welcoming. To make it easier, I recommend keeping a microfiber cloth or some cleaning wipes in the areas you use most. For example, I keep a small basket under my sink with everything I need, so I'm never tempted to leave things messy or feel like it's too much of a hassle to clean. I can't stress enough how satisfying and rewarding it is when you commit to this simple yet impactful task. It's like a little moment of self-care for your home. Not only will it look cleaner, but it will also make you feel more organized, more in control, and more at peace. You'll be amazed at how much more inviting and calming your space feels when you take a few minutes each day to wipe down surfaces. It's one of those small but mighty habits that, over time, create a huge difference. 3. They manage paper clutter ruthlessly. Paper clutter is something that we all know too well, especially when we let it get out of control. It's truly amazing how quickly a stack of papers can pile up, almost as if it has a mind of its own. Just think about it. Newspapers, bills, receipts, catalogs, junk mail. They start innocently enough, but before long, they seem to take over every surface in sight. The key to keeping it from becoming a daunting, overwhelming task is something that seniors with impeccably tidy homes have learned to do. They ruthlessly manage paper clutter every single day. It sounds simple, but it works. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Here's the secret to their success. As soon as the mail comes in, they handle it right away. There's no waiting around for the right moment. Junk mail goes straight into the recycling bin. No hesitation. It doesn't even have a chance to make it onto the counter or kitchen table. It's just one less thing to deal with. As for bills or important documents, they have a designated spot, neatly filed away. It's not allowed to accumulate or get buried under other things. They also know how to manage newspapers and magazines. If they've read it, it's recycled. If they haven't, it's kept neatly in one specific area and never, ever allowed to linger longer than necessary. I can honestly tell you how liberating it feels to stay on top of it every day. The mental clarity it brings is priceless. I've started this habit in my own home, and I've never felt more in control. I have a small tray in my kitchen where I place any mail or papers that come in during the day, and before I go to bed each night, I spend just 5 minutes sorting through it. It's a quick and simple ritual. If it's important, it gets filed away, no questions asked. If not, it's tossed right into the recycling bin. I've come to realize how much emotional weight it lifts off my shoulders. There's no dread when I open a drawer or my countertops because they stay clean and clear. It's a small change, but it's truly a game changer. Just imagine how many times you've found yourself staring at a mountain of papers, feeling paralyzed, wondering where on earth to even begin. The thought of sifting through that chaos can make you feel drained before you even start. But when you stay ahead of it, when you manage it every single day, the pile never gets a chance to grow. Everything stays where it belongs, and your home feels calm, peaceful, and organized. And the best part? Finding things becomes so much easier, whether it's a bill you need to pay or that crucial doctor's appointment card. You'll know exactly where it is, without the stress of digging through piles. It's an emotional relief, and it brings a sense of control and clarity that's hard to beat. 4. They sweep or vacuum high-traffic areas daily. Let's dive into the world of clean floors, which are more than just a visual delight. They're a symbol of care, comfort, and well-being in a home. When you step into a house and it feels fresh and welcoming, it's often because the owners have taken the time to pay attention to the spaces we overlook every day. And trust me, if you've ever admired a home that seems to sparkle effortlessly, it's not magic. It's a routine that's been thoughtfully maintained, especially in high-traffic areas. I'm talking about the kitchen, the hallway, and those entryways that we all tend to walk through multiple times a day. These spaces tend to gather the most dirt, dust, and debris faster than we can even notice. I've always believed that when your floors are clean, everything else feels brighter and lighter. It's like the foundation of a tidy home that lifts your entire mood. It's easy to forget, but it's the little things, like making a habit of sweeping or vacuuming these high-traffic areas daily, that can make such a difference in how your home feels overall. Now, I know that the thought of vacuuming every day can sound like an exhausting task, but here's where you can make it easier for yourself. You don't have to vacuum the whole house every single day. Just focus on the spots that truly need it, the ones that get dirty the quickest. For me, it's always a quick sweep in the kitchen right after meals, making sure there are no crumbs left behind. And I can't tell you how much peace of mind I get from doing a quick pass with my lightweight vacuum near the front door to get rid of dirt or leaves that sneak in. It's almost therapeutic. Just a few minutes of work, and everything feels so much fresher. If you have pets, this habit becomes even more important. I love my furry companions, but let's be real, pets shed. It's natural, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Keeping up with it every day means your home stays inviting, clean, and less cluttered. It's less about being obsessive and more about keeping a comfortable space that's easy to live in. For seniors, I know that bending down to vacuum or sweep can be a challenge, and that's where technology can come to the rescue. I can't recommend robotic vacuums enough. They've become a game changer for so many people with mobility challenges. These little machines work wonders, effortlessly tidying up your floors without you having to lift a finger. It's like having your very own tiny housekeeper, helping you maintain a clean and welcoming environment with minimal effort. It's incredible how something so simple can give you back so much freedom and peace of mind. 5. They keep the kitchen sink clean and empty. Let's take a moment to talk about one of the most underrated areas of our homes that can make a world of difference: our kitchen sink. For many, it can either be a beacon of cleanliness and order or a source of stress and chaos. If there's one simple habit I truly believe can instantly elevate the overall feel of your home, it's this: always keep your kitchen sink clean and empty. I can't stress enough how powerful this small act is. Imagine this: a sink full of dirty dishes. It doesn't just look messy. Oh no, it goes far beyond that. It can quickly turn your kitchen into a place that feels uncomfortable and even unwelcoming. The lingering smells, the sight of clutter, and the way those dirty dishes seem to multiply overnight create an even bigger mess in the morning. It can even attract pests, something none of us want. But for those of us who maintain a clean and organized home, keeping the kitchen sink clear is a rule, a simple yet effective rule that brings peace. There's an undeniable sense of calm and control when a clean sink greets you, rather than a pile of dishes waiting to be dealt with. Seniors with clean homes, in my opinion, have mastered this rule. They understand the importance of tackling the dishes as soon as possible. No dish lingers for long. After every meal, they rinse and either place the dishes in the dishwasher or wash them by hand with care. If something needs to soak, it doesn't just sit there. They place it in soapy water with intention, knowing they will come back to it shortly. The best part? Once the dishes are done, they don't forget about the sink itself. They take that extra moment to rinse it off, wipe it down, and leave it gleaming. It's not just about the dishes, it's about setting a tone for the rest of the space. For me, this habit has been a game changer. At the end of the day, after I finish my last cup of tea, I take a little extra time to wipe my sink with a gentle scrub of baking soda or a splash of white vinegar. The result is magical. Not only does it stay sparkling clean, but it also neutralizes odors, keeping my kitchen fresh and welcoming. I've found that this small ritual has brought a sense of calm and satisfaction to my daily routine. A clean sink is more than just a clean surface. It's a centerpiece for the entire home. It represents order, care, and a peaceful environment that you can return to, no matter how busy your day has been. So, if you haven't already adopted this habit, trust me, it's worth it. It's not just about keeping a clean home. It's about creating a space that feels good, where everything is in its place, and where you can breathe easier knowing the mess is under control. A sparkling kitchen sink? It's a reflection of a peaceful, intentional life. 6. They air out the house daily. A clean home isn't just about the surfaces you can see, the floors you can mop, or the dust you can wipe away. It's not only about the furniture neatly arranged or the clutter that's been put out of sight. It's about the feeling the space gives you, and perhaps most importantly, it's about the air you breathe. Over the years, I've come to realize just how much of an impact the air in your home can have on your overall well-being, something that many people overlook. We spend so much time focusing on the visual aspects of cleanliness, but what about the invisible? The smells, the atmosphere, the way the air feels around you? It's often said that scent can stir memories and emotions, and I believe this is something that plays a huge role in the quality of our living spaces. For seniors, in particular, the idea of maintaining a clean, inviting home goes beyond wiping counters and washing dishes. It's about creating an environment that's truly nurturing for the soul, one that feels alive and uplifting. And one of the most essential rituals in doing this is airing out the house every single day. It's easy to forget how much our homes absorb over time. The cooking smells that linger long after the stove is turned off, the scents our pets leave behind, the musty odor of a room that's been closed up for too long, and even the stagnant air that builds up when the windows stay shut for days on end. Our homes are like sponges, soaking up all kinds of smells, some comforting, others not so much. But the good news is, there's a very simple solution to combat this: fresh air. Every day, without fail, I make it a point to crack open the windows, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's an easy task that can completely transform the space. You see, it's not just about letting the outdoors in. It's about refreshing the atmosphere and rejuvenating the energy within. Fresh air has this incredible way of making a home feel lighter, brighter, and more vibrant. And honestly, there's something magical about it. The act of opening those windows seems to make the house feel more awake, more connected to the world outside. I have a special routine where I'll open the windows in the rooms I frequent the most. Usually the bedroom where I wake up in the morning, or the kitchen where I start my day with a cup of coffee. These are the places where I feel most grounded, and it's in these rooms that I especially appreciate that burst of fresh air. Even if it's chilly outside, I don't hesitate to let a little cool breeze in. Just a few minutes of it is enough to clear out any stale, heavy air and replace it with something crisp and refreshing. It's an instant reset for the space, and I can almost feel the difference in the atmosphere right away. The air feels lighter, like it's been given a chance to breathe again. For me, this is a little act of self-care, taking the time to clear out the heaviness of the day before I even begin. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. But not every room gets the same amount of air circulation. There are those hidden corners in our homes, the spaces that often get neglected, like the guest bathroom or the closets tucked away in the back of the house. Those areas can sometimes trap odors without us even realizing it. So over the years, I've developed a small trick that works wonders. I place a bowl of baking soda in those rooms. It might sound simple, but baking soda is one of the most effective, natural odor absorbers you can find. I love how it just quietly gets to work, drawing out any lingering smells and leaving the space feeling cleaner and fresher. It's one of those little things that make a big difference, even though no one else might even notice it. And if you want to take it a step further, you can add a few drops of your favorite essential oil to the baking soda. For me, lavender is the perfect scent. There's something about the soft, calming fragrance that makes everything feel peaceful, almost like a gentle embrace. I'll add a drop or two, and just like that, the space feels not just fresh, but welcoming and warm. Every time I walk into those rooms, I'm reminded of the power of small gestures and how much care we can put into creating a home that nurtures us emotionally, not just physically. You know, it's the little things like this, opening windows in the morning, using baking soda in hidden corners, and adding a favorite scent that make a home feel truly clean. It's about more than just tidying up. It's about making a space that you're proud to live in, that lifts your spirit every time you walk in. For me, fresh air is one of the simplest but most effective ways to achieve that. It's like hitting the reset button for the soul, allowing our homes to reflect the kind of energy we want to bring into the world. And I've found that, over time, these small daily habits make all the difference in how we feel about our space and ourselves. They give us a sense of peace, a sense of comfort, and a sense of being at home. 7. They do a daily 10-minute declutter. Let me ask you something that's probably crossed your mind more than once. How much time do you lose every day searching for something that's buried under the clutter? You know, things like your keys, your glasses, or that one book you swear you just had yesterday. For so many of us, especially as we get older, clutter can feel like this invisible force that just slowly piles up. But here's the thing. People who have tidy homes, particularly seniors who seem to have mastered the art of organization, don't battle with clutter once a week in a frantic frenzy. Instead, they manage it little by little, every single day. And it's not some big daunting task. It's the 10-minute declutter habit that makes all the difference. You might be wondering, just 10 minutes? Can that work? Oh yes, it does. Here's how it goes. Every single day, they dedicate just 10 minutes. Yes, only 10 minutes. To tidying up one small area. It could be something as simple as the countertop, a drawer that always seems to get out of control, a bookshelf with papers and books strewn about, or even that junk drawer in the kitchen that we all swear we'll tackle someday but never do. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. You focus on small wins, little by little, bit by bit. Trust me, when I started doing this, it didn't just transform my living space. It gave me a profound sense of satisfaction, like I was finally in control of something that once felt so chaotic. P finds the 10-minute declutter so satisfying and effective that he almost looks forward to it. Some days, it's as simple as clearing out the mail basket or tidying my bedside table. Other times, I use it to organize the shoes that tend to pile up near the door or fold that laundry I left on the guest bed. The beauty of it is in its simplicity. And here's my secret weapon, the one-touch rule. The moment you pick something up, you decide where it goes, right then and there. No procrastinating. Does it go in the trash? Does it belong in another room? If so, put it away immediately. This one rule will change how you look at clutter forever. What's amazing is that this daily 10-minute practice doesn't just give you a cleaner home. It gives you a feeling of calm and control. Over time, you won't have to face those overwhelming big clean days anymore, where the clutter feels like a monster that you can never quite conquer. Instead, it becomes a manageable, even enjoyable part of your routine. I highly encourage you to give it a try. Pick a small area, maybe the kitchen counter or a drawer you've been avoiding, and set a timer for just 10 minutes. I guarantee you'll be amazed at the difference. Just imagine how empowering it feels to know you've made real progress in just a fraction of your day. It's a simple, powerful habit that brings peace of mind, one small area at a time. 8. They make their bed every morning. Now, my friends, let's dive deeper into what seems like such a small, even insignificant action, but I promise you, it holds so much power. The habit I'm referring to is the simple, yet profoundly impactful practice of making your bed every single morning. I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. It's just a bed. Does it make a difference? Well, I'm here to tell you that it does. It may very well be the small ritual that transforms your entire outlook on the day ahead and even your life in general. When you make your bed in the morning, it's so much more than just a chore. It's a commitment to yourself, a little promise that you're taking charge of your space and your day, no matter what might come your way. Think about it. How often do we feel like the day is already slipping away before it even starts? There's always something to distract us, whether it's the demands of work, the constant pull of our to-do lists, or the stress of the unknown. But making your bed is like taking a moment to pause and reclaim control, even in the most minor way. It's your first victory of the day, and that victory can set the tone for everything that follows. You see, the magic is in the ritual. It's not just about fluffing the pillows or smoothing the sheets. It's about creating a sense of order and peace in your environment. When you first wake up, it's easy to feel like the world is chaotic, especially if you've had a restless night or if your mind is already filled with worries about the day ahead. But the act of making your bed brings immediate calm. You're tidying up a small corner of your world, which, in turn, helps to organize your thoughts and emotions. It's an invitation to slow down for a moment, to breathe, and to set the tone for a day where you feel more grounded and more in control. For me, it's become a treasured ritual. Right after I get up, without fail, I take just a minute or two to straighten the sheets, fluff the pillows, and fold the throw blanket at the foot of the bed. It's a quick, effortless task, but it makes such a big difference. It's like a little act of love that I offer myself every morning. And when I walk into that room later in the day, that feeling of walking into a tidy, inviting space is immeasurable. I'm greeted by calm, not by clutter or chaos. It's as if my bed is sending me a silent message. You've got this. It's a source of comfort, of confidence, of accomplishment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And here's something else I found. Making the bed can go beyond just that one quick act. Once a week, I take the extra step of swapping out my bedding for fresh linens. Now, I can't tell you how much I love that feeling. The crispness of the sheets, the soft scent of fresh laundry, the cool smoothness of the fabric as I slide into bed at night. It's a small indulgence, but it's one I look forward to with such anticipation. After a long day, there is nothing better than the feeling of slipping into a bed that feels so clean, so peaceful, and so inviting. And I don't stop there. Sometimes, I'll take a few extra moments to spritz a little lavender or chamomile spray on my pillows. The calming fragrance fills the room, transforming my space into a sanctuary. It's as if the bed has become not just a place to sleep, but a haven, a retreat where I can truly unwind and recharge. That little touch of lavender, so simple and yet so deeply soothing, can quiet my mind and calm my spirit, preparing me for the deep, restful sleep I need. And trust me, when you wake up the next morning, there's a lingering sense of peace and contentment that stays with you, setting the foundation for a new day. Making your bed is, in essence, an act of self-respect. It's a reminder to honor the space you inhabit, to take care of the environment around you, and to approach your day with intention. I've come to realize that the physical act of making your bed can have a ripple effect on the rest of your life. When you start the day with a small act of order and accomplishment, it has a profound effect on your mindset. You feel more prepared to tackle whatever comes your way. You start to notice that the little things matter, that the simple, everyday habits have the power to transform your life. It's more than just a habit. It's a reflection of how you value yourself. By making the bed, you're not only creating a peaceful, organized space for yourself to rest, but also mentally preparing yourself to face the world with a sense of calm and purpose. And it's these small, daily acts that, over time, begin to add up to something truly significant. It's a reminder that no matter what happens in the world, you can always create a little oasis of peace in your own home. So, I encourage you to take just a few moments each morning to make your bed. It might seem insignificant at first, but I promise you, it's a powerful, life-affirming act. It's your first victory of the day, and it's a small, simple gesture that can make all the difference. Make your bed, and start your day with the knowledge that you've already done something good for yourself. And when you climb into that bed at night, you'll be reminded once again of the simple joys that come from taking care of yourself and your surroundings. So, there you have it. How something as simple as making your bed every morning can truly set the tone for the rest of your day. It's these small, meaningful habits that shape the way we approach life, creating a sense of order, accomplishment, and peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Is there something in this video that resonated with you, or perhaps a small change you're planning to make in your daily routine? Take a moment to comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you'll be bringing into your life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that can help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to hear what small habit you're going to start practicing today.